So Ange Postecoglou won Spurs their first trophy after 17 years, and in come Thomas Frank. But will anything really change now with Thomas Frank leading Tottenham Hotspur? First, let's state the obvious facts. Thomas Frank is a smart appointment. As much as I wasn't really for Ange Postecoglou getting sacked, you have to admit it was probably the right move, because if you take the league performances in isolation, yeah, the man has to go. Losing 22 games, right, in a season would get you relegated. He's just lucky that Southampton, Ipswich, and Leicester exist. But yeah, let's talk about Thomas Frank for a second, because he took Brentford from championship nobodies to a stable Premier League force. He built this attractive system of football and has now developed some quality players like Brian Mbermo, Wissa Ashada, and since Brentford got promoted, he's punched above his weight a couple of times. You know, there were some very, very impressive performances and results since Brentford came back to the Premier League. But here's the thing, right? Managing Tottenham, Ange Postecoglou proved it. It's not just about coaching. It's about navigating that chaos, the expectation, the negativity that comes with Tottenham. You know, their brand was not winning trophies. Ange Postecoglou now might have been that turning point in Tottenham. Like, okay, he changed the mentality. That same dressing room of players now have experienced what it's like to win. Can Thomas Frank just take them to the next level, add that tactical know-how? I also just feel like he's one of those managers that understands the people side of the game as well. I feel like he'll have good relationships with the players. I mean, you had some very good tactical managers like Jose Mourinho, Antonio Conte, but they never really had that player side. If there's one thing I want to remain consistent in this video, is the fact that Thomas Frank, I always rated him. I always thought he was a good manager. And everyone thought the same though with Nuno Espirito Santo before he came to Tottenham. I feel like with Thomas Frank, just give him the time. He's a good manager. And I think with Spurs, it's not about how good Thomas is. It's about how much can Spurs be patient. It just needs to be some sort of alignment, some agreement from the top all the way down to the bottom. And then this might just work. But there will be always one question that will linger. And it will be, was it ever really about the manager with Spurs? Because Daniel Levy is the owner of Spurs. And ever since then, Spurs as a business, well done. Like crazy, crazy business returns. But Spurs as a football club, yeah, not that many returns.